State basketball. The Buckeyes are preparing for battle, and you're preparing to listen to them. Equally important, this is Fan Warm-Up.
All right, Buckeye basketball fans, here we go. We got a game today at the Schottenstein Center. We know what weekend it is. This is part of just a fantastic weekend for what should be here with Ohio State Athletics. We get a men's basketball game here in the matinee fashion, an earlier tip-off than we're used to ever seeing on this Black Friday. And then, of course, a home football game against Michigan in a game that the Buckeyes are going to have to win tomorrow if they want to get back to Indy. But let's enjoy some basketball. And I will tell you already, because of the schedule and what we're doing here, we are going to get a extra long edition of the Buckeye Show. So by the time I wrap things up with Buckeye basketball postgame, it should be right around 5:30. So with Man and Bone not being here because of this game being in this time slot, we'll go an extra half hour, and Dane Sanzenbacher will be here with me. So we'll have basically a full-blown pregame show for the Michigan game tomorrow. But I am looking forward to this one. I've had this game circled. If you've been following Buckeye Hoops every step of the way so far and you've gotten familiar with this team, you are looking at a strong backcourt, obviously, led by Bruce Thornton, who's really come into his own in these last three home games. And this is the exact kind of game against a tough team like Pitt, like the Pitt Panthers, where you might want your point guard, the head of the snake, a guy like Bruce Thornton, a great two-way player and a tough, strong guy. It's almost like Bruce Thornton was chemically made in a lab to be a Big East guard, one of those prototypical rough and tumble style East Coast Big East guards. Not that we can't envision those kind of guards playing in the Big Ten too, because he fits that mold as well. But I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Basketball people, I think, understand that comment and know what I'm talking about. I think this is exactly the kind of game where you want Bruce Thornton to be at his best. But the Buckeyes have been rolling over Evansville, Campbell, and Green Bay. No issues at all there. They beat Evansville 80-30, and then they put over 100 points on the board in the last two games against Campbell and Green Bay. And 7 guys scored in double figures in the last game against Green Bay. So this is going to be a completely different kind of animal, different kind of test. This is a Pitt team that really has to make moves. They have got to go. And Jeff Capel has been back as the head coach at Pitt for a while. I think the first 4 or 5 years. He didn't get them into the tournament. They had a tournament season 2 seasons ago. They missed it last year, but with 22 wins. And now a lot of people think that they've got the roster, they've got the talent, they've got the leadership to go and get back now. They've already beaten teams like West Virginia and LSU by double-digit points, and they just had a tough loss to Wisconsin, a top 20 basketball team, but that was a 6-point game, their very last game out. So I'm sure they're going to be a little angry, and they're going to be upset-minded and looking to get a great win here today on the road at the Schottenstein Center. And the Buckeyes just got to be prepared to do something a little bit better in what they've struggled with the last 2 years, and that's protect home court against big-time games, against big-time opponents. They couldn't do it last year when Texas A&M came here for their big non-conference game at the Schott. This is it. The Pitt Panthers, this is the big non-con game. So you really want to go out there and take care of business and get things done. And when you look at the team, too, it should be a fun basketball game because of where the strength is. We've already looked at it. We already know that it's the true freshman John Mobley Jr. and how he can shoot. He's a backcourt player. It's Michi Johnson back from South Carolina in a Buckeye uniform again. He's a guard. He's been playing better the last two. It's guards on guards in this one. It's Ishmael Leggett. Watch out for him for Pitt. 18 points a game, over 6 boards a game. It's Jalen Lowe. 15, 6, and 6. That's what that guy gives. Cameron Corrin, he's got some size. He's a big fella for him that you're going to have to pay attention to. Sean Stewart's going to have his hands full. He's averaging over 13 a game and 6 boards. And a little injury note for the Panthers, they're going to be without Damian Dunn. I mean, there's injury issues for everybody, right? And Ohio State with roster issues as well, with Aaron Bradshaw being out. But Damian Dunn, he dislocated a thumb, and he's supposed to be out for a good long while. So that should be a little bit easier with the matchups and the challenges that are going to be presented for Ohio State. But I'm very excited for this one. Should be a really fun basketball game, and I think the Buckeyes could be primed to go out and get another big win and keep the start of their season going strong. But let's keep breaking down the Bucks. I love this interview every single time on our pregame show. Let's talk to Ron Stokes.
It's time to go inside the Buckeyes with OSU basketball analyst and former captain Ron Stokes.
All right, day before the Michigan game, we got a great Buckeye basketball game to check out here. Ron, it's the Buckeyes and it's the Pitt Panthers. Feels like this is going to be a tough game, just these programs in general. You think about toughness and you think about the styles of basketball that they play.
Yeah, similar to Ohio State, Tim, as you mentioned, Pittsburgh's strength is in their backcourt. Unfortunately for them, as you also mentioned, one of their top backcourt players is out for this game. It's a big blow for them because Damian Dunn, no, he's not their leading scorer, but he was their best three-point shooter, plus he was one of their most experienced guys. So it's definitely going to hurt their chances. But, Leggett and Lowe, it's not too shabby as well. So I am also looking forward to seeing that matchup in the backcourt between Ohio State and Pittsburgh.
And, looking at the coach over there, Ron, Jeff Capel, everybody knows him from recruiting Blake Griffin and having a couple of runs when he was the coach at Oklahoma. He had a 30-win season back in 2009. Finish, yeah, an Elite Eight finish. You're right, Ron. That was a great team that year. And then he goes to Duke, and he's on the bench for Coach K. That's never a bad thing to be a bench coach for Coach K at your alma mater, right? And now he's been at Pitt for a while, and he's just starting to get this program up and running. I feel like these are the years where a guy like Jeff Capel will be looking to strike, and this game specifically could be huge for them.
Yeah, it's a big opportunity for them as well. I'm sure they had this game circled when you think about a pretty good team in Ohio State coming from the Big Ten, a chance to kind of improve their resume. And they fell short last year, 22-11. They elected not to participate in the NIT, and they look forward to this season to get back to the NCAA. So this is an important game for them, but I think it's even more important for Ohio State. You talk about the Big Ten is starting here very, very soon, a chance to play against an opponent like Pittsburgh. This is an opportunity to get a win on your home court. It will go a long way. So I think it's very important they come out and play the type of game they need to win.
And, Ron, you talk about other guys continuing to step up for Ohio State. Jake Diebler still had no update on center Aaron Bradshaw, that he's still going through a university process, so he's out. Another chance for Sean Stewart to keep showing what he's about, right?
Yeah, it's a process for him. He clearly doesn't bring what Bradshaw brings, because Bradshaw, you don't teach 7-1, but clearly, when you look at Sean Stewart as a sophomore, 6'9", he's done a really good job rebounding. Also, when you throw in what Devin Royal has done, but when you're going to miss a shot blocker in the middle and Bradshaw, so hopefully whatever he's going through, he's going to be able to get through it and get back on this team. But by committee, when one guy's out, somebody else has got to, rally around and make up for that deficit. So hopefully that will be a combination of Stewart, Royal, and Menhafe.
Ron, I actually noticed this. There's actually 5 Buckeyes in the early goings averaging in double figures, and it's pretty balanced with Bruce and John giving you about 15 a game, and then Parrish, Michi, and Devin Royal a little over 10. A little more on Devin Royal, though, Ron, because with him being in the starting lineup, has he surprised you a little bit about what he's given you? Almost going for double-doubles here lately.
Well, not surprised. We've always said he had the skill set and a tremendous ceiling, right? He can get so good for this team. The big thing was how soon would he get to a point where he's consistently giving productivity every game, and that's what any coach wants. Can I count on you to give me this? And so far, the young man has done that. A couple of double-doubles, almost got a third. So he is definitely living up to that in his sophomore season. And, again, the backcourt is the strength of this team. We said that from day one. Bruce Thornton is playing as good as any point guard in the country. So excited about his start to the year. And then, of course, you have John Mobley, an incredible weapon from long range. So if they can get 3 out of that 4, when you think about Bruce, Michi, Micah, and John, if you can get 3 out of those 4 playing at a high clip, I like Ohio State's chances.
Yeah, very good, Ron. I hope you got enough to eat. I'm still full from yesterday, Ron.
Yeah, I ate good yesterday, and looking forward to calling a win here and enjoying the rest of my Friday.
Absolutely. This should be a great game and a great way to start a great Buckeye weekend. Thanks a lot, Ron.
All right, always. Go Bucks.
Yep, go Bucks indeed. Little Buckeye basketball ready to set sail at the Schottenstein Center. 5-1 Ohio State taking on 6-1 Pitt out of the ACC. I do just realize I just referred to them as a Big East program back there. That's the old basketball fan in me. And Devin Royal, by the way, does have 2 double-doubles in his last 3 games. I think his play could be a key to a Buckeye victory today. Buckeyes, Pitt Panthers, hoops coming up next on The Fan.
You've been listening to Fan Warm-Up. Stay tuned for Buckeye basketball on your flagship home for Ohio State athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
30% of D1 athletes report betting-related threats and harassment after games. This threatens the safety and mental health of students like Jade.
I'm a college athlete, and I'm more than a bet. When you threaten my life and my family because you lost money, it really scares me.
These threats are not acceptable. Stop harassing college athletes over a bet. Learn more at morethanabet.org.
Hi, I'm Joanna Williams, General Manager at Tansky Sawmill Toyota, inviting you to come in and see our Black Friday inventory and specials. Visit us on the corner of Sawmill and 161 or visit our website, TanskySawmillToyota.com for our Black Friday specials. Offers end December 2nd, so hurry in now. And when you think Toyota, think Tansky.
Think Toyota. Think Tansky. Think Tansky.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
Shop Dell Technologies Black Friday event for their lowest prices of the year. The future is on sale today with limited time deals on select PCs like the XPS 16 that accelerate AI with Intel Core Ultra processors. Black Friday is their biggest sale of the year and the best time to upgrade, but it's only here for a limited time. Shop now at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
Common Man here for Care Heating and Cooling. There's a lot of HVAC companies out there. I trust Care with my business, and I know you'll be satisfied customers. I am the most miserable person on earth, so if I'm satisfied, you know they must be doing something right. But don't take my word for it. Care has been named the 2024 winner of the Better Business Bureau Torch Award for Ethics. That's a polite way of saying they provide you with excellent product and service, and most importantly, they never screw you over. Here's another example. Lennox. They sell tons of product all over the country. They've awarded Care their Lennox 2024 Partner of the Year Award. Just bragging at this point. I suggested a new tagline for Care Heating and Cooling. Here it is. Obnoxiously efficient. They didn't like it, but I stand by it. Don't wait for your furnace to crap out this winter. Get on their Care plan and get your unit checked before the pipes freeze. And it costs you thousands of dollars and your wife swears at you. That's certainly never happened to me. Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING or book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com when you need a company you can trust.
You want a sub freshly sliced to order? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want the perfect radio idea? You go to me. Like this. I'm a lone ninja warrior. By night, I glide unseen across the rooftops, watching my enemies from the shadows. By day, I go to Jersey Mike's, watching someone freshly slice my sub. My blade is called Shadow. His blade is a Berserba brand meat slicer. Clearly, I have much to learn about this land. Freshly sliced just for you. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Hey, it's Anthony. Happy Honda Days are at Germain Honda of Dublin. Rich tells me they're going to help you celebrate your new vehicle with 0% APR up to 72 months on select 24 and 25 models with no payments for 90 days. And leases starting as low as $249 a month. Germain Honda of Dublin, where you'll get same-day service, no appointment necessary. See the dealer for all these amazing details. Strike now at Germain Honda of Dublin on Sawmill Road.